Hey guys, in this video I'm going to tell you the true reason why Rhaegar left Ser Arthur Dayne at the Tower of Joy for death. In my opinion, protecting Rhaegar's son, the future king, was not the only duty Rhaegar asked of Dayne, who is regarded by many as the greatest knight who have ever lived. Dayne was a legendary knight and one of the finest men to have joined the Kingsguard, probably rivaled only by Ser Arthur Dayne. Dayne's reputation was such that when people remembered him, it was with acclaim. Dayne is remembered as the greatest knight of his generation, not only martial skill but in value and virtue as a true knight. Even Ser Arthur Dayne, a living legend in his own right, thought that Dayne surpassed himself in all respects. Ser Arthur, Jaime Lannister and even Ned Stark were all in veneration of Dayne and recall him with nothing less than complete reverence. Jaime tells Loras Tyrell, a member of the Kingsguard in the books, that Dayne could have slain all 5 of you with his left hand while he was taking a piss with the right. Anyways, why was it Dayne who was left at the Tower of Joy? He was the greatest warrior of his generation, probably ever in Westeros, so why leave him there, when he by himself could have even changed the course of the Battle of the Trident, as Sir Geralt pointed out himself. Truth be told, Dayne, even though far superior than any other fighter, he could not have changed the course of the battle by killing endless amount of enemies, but Dayne would have guarded his prince, and had Robert come across Dayne, the battle would have probably ended much different. Rhaegar would not have been killed, and the leader of the rebels would have died. Why leave the best fighter in Westeros at the Tower of Joy? Yes, to protect his son Jon, but why Dayne in particular? Dayne, who would have protected Rhaegar during the battle at the Trident, and who was possibly the only one who could have defeated Robert Baratheon in a fight. Well, in my opinion, it's because Dayne's duty was not only to protect Jon, but to adopt him as well. Targaryens have their unique traits, with silver hair being the most prominent one, and even though Targaryen genes are recessive to Stark genes, Rhaegar could not risk it, and that's why it had to be Dayne who would pass Jon as his own and not someone else, for example Ned. It's common for Danes to look like Targaryens, with their hair usually being silver and eyes violet. Had Jon inherited his father's look and not his mother's, nobody would have ever suspected that son of Ser Arthur Dayne was not actually a Dane but a Targaryen. The Danes share the same features as Targaryens. The Danes' hair has been described as pale blonde, dark and silver. The Danes also have black, blue or purple eyes. So even if Jon did turn out to look as a Targaryen, he would have easily been passed as a Dane. However, had Jon inherited his father's traits, with his alleged father being Ned, both Jon and Ned would have probably been killed, as Jon could not possibly pass as a Stark. Ned could not defend Jon against Robert. The only way Ned could have saved Jon in that case would have been by lying that Jon's mother was a Shara Dayne, with whom he was rumored to have an affair, a lie which Ned probably would not tell, considering how honorable Ned was and how much he respected a Shara. So had Jon looked like a Targaryen, both Ned and Jon would have been long gone. True, in that case, Robert would give Ned a chance to handle him a baby Targaryen so he could kill it, but Ned would fight and go in a rebellion before doing that, so both of them would have been killed had Jon inherited his father's look. The only person who could have passed Jon as his own, no matter if his hair was black, brown or silver, was Dayne. That's what Rhaegar knew, and that's why Dayne could not let Ned in the tower. Rhaegar commanded Dayne to protect and adopt Jon and pass him as his own, and Dayne, the finest knight of the Kingsguard, did his best to obey the commands of his prince and best friend. And as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to subscribe to our channel, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.